Okay, welcome back to KC's Beer Room. It's time for another beer review. This time it's a bit different because I am in isolation due to a family member being tested positive to COVID. So got plenty of time on my hands now until the new year, not being able to go to work. So plenty of times for beer reviews, so that's all good. So today's beer review will be from the Barrels Brewery, which is the Flipside Australian Hazy IPA. It's coming in at 6.5 ABV. We'll show it over in this camera angle. Beautiful koala on top, on the front, on the back. It's just got the ingredients. So everyone loves a koala. Everyone loves a hazy IPA. So hopefully they done this beer to help raise awareness for Australian wildlife, especially after the bushfires a couple of years ago. So the Five Barrels Brewing Company is in Wollongong, which is in New South Wales, which is great because it's a New South Wales craft beer. A lot of the craft beers that I've been doing lately are from Victoria. Seems like there's a lot of craft breweries down there. I guess there's just as many in New South Wales, but just been getting beers from there. Can't find this beer on the actual page, but they do a lot of other beers. They do a 3-4 Pale Ale, they do the Navigator Red IPA, they do Nightcap Milk Stout, they do a Little Nipper Hazy IPA, they do XPAs, they do lagers, they do mixed limited packs that you can buy online, mixed core pack. They got their specialties out and about, which is the Noel Christmas Ale, the Big Picture Hazy IPA. So there's porters, there's radlers, there's sours. There's a lot to do. They've got a tap room and a kitchen where they've got 12 craft beers on tap, selection of ciders and wines. No one cares about them. So they're in Wollongong. Look up the Five Barrels Brewing Company. Get along there. Help support another Australian small business. So with that, let's get into it. Let's crack her open. Okay, so first smell. It smells like fruit. It smells like beer. So it's got that really IPA, that hoppy, fruity smell. It's a shame it doesn't say anything on the actual can of what fruit or flavorings or hops they've actually used. But anyway, it looks good. Let's see how hazy it is. Oh yeah, it's got haze. The camera angle over here. Yeah, look how hazy that is. That looks beautiful. That looks like it's full of fruit and hops and all sorts of goodness. So let's put it down there. I don't know what it is with my glasses, but none of them seem to be able to hold a head on the beers for too long. Yeah, so it's definitely got those tropical fruits to it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first you really get that bitterness. You really get the bitterness straight onto the tongue, and it just seems to go all the way down the throat, which is really cool because I really like that in an IPA. That's what you expect out of an Indian Pale Ale. you want that bitterness, because that's why Indian pale ales were made from. They added extra hops to keep the to keep it to keep her. It was a preservative. They added extra hops to preserve the beer for the trip to India, and that gave it that extra bitterness, which the either the English in India or the Indians themselves seem to really enjoy. So that's where the Indian pale ale comes from. The English pale ale, same thing, but just didn't have as much hop, so it wasn't as bitter. So that's really nice. That's really fruity. You can really taste the bitterness, the hops coming through. You can see from that it is hazy. You can't see my finger through there, the back of the glass. I'll just put it up to the light up there. Yeah, she's beautiful. That's lovely. A lovely hazy IPA. So you get your West Coast IPAs, which is the American version of a pale ale or an Indian pale ale. So they're just basically using hops that have been grown in obviously in America to give it their flavors. You get the New England IPAs, which I guess is the same thing. So that's the East Coast pale ale, which so it's like for New York or New England, whatever it's in New England. Different flavors, different hops that they use in the different areas, different soils, different environment that it grows, the plants grow in. So I'll give it a rating for the Flipside Hazy IPA. The look and the smell and the drinkability of this beer. The bitterness is still there. I can still taste it. Still, every time you swallow, you get a bit more of that bitterness. So I'll give it 7 out of 10. It's a great beer. So enjoy your beers. Look forward to the next beer review. Maybe another one tomorrow night. Got all my Christmas beers I'm looking forward to drinking, reviewing, sharing it with you. So this Christmas day, it's just going to be me, my immediate family. My poor old son, not even supposed to be joining us because he's supposed to be locked in his room, but we'll see how we go by Saturday. Hopefully we've heard from the New South Wales Health, and everything's good. But until then, enjoy your night, enjoy your beers, and as usual, send it. And I hope you like if you can see them up there, my beer cans that I've started to put up against the back wall there, up there. Bit of decorating going on in the beer room. It's getting better day by day. So cheers and Merry Christmas.